Hi Dee. Hi everyone. And you know what? I keep saying I gotta try to get myself not to say so much. I rewatched all my videos back to back and that's annoying as hell. Okay.
I'm not gonna miss you, Skeeters.
The mosquitoes are wicked out here. There's another Dee told me when she watched my short videos to come out near the swamp and out that way is the beginning of the beaver swamp over there. On the right hand side of these tracks, left hand side of these tracks are about as far as you can see. Maybe 30 feet, 10 yards, 10 yards that way, and about 15 yards that way. This is the openest spot I could find in these tracks until I get way out into the swamp. And Dee said, go to the beginning of the swamp on the railroad tracks and try there. So I'm at the beginning of the swamp. I am started one of her recent videos.
Right by the water. So.
Yeah. It's a short one. It's one of her newest ones. It's 36 minutes. So I have a front coming in. I may not even have 36 minutes out here before I have to stuff everything in my pockets. The mosquitoes are starting to slow down just a little bit now. I don't have room enough for anything to walk around in here, so it's just going to be me and Dee seeing if Kyle shows up. Kyle! Kyle! Whoop! Now I'm just going to keep turning in circles because I can't go anywhere. And if I do attract Kyle, I literally have to walk back through this cave almost half a mile. So I'm trying not to use up my lights and stuff, but it'll be a rough walk if I have to do that in the total pitch black. Now this rig I have right here is not, I said again, don't say dummy. This rig I have on here right now is my light holder hooked directly to my phone holder, and the light holder will go onto a tripod. But of course I bought a W-Mart tripod, and now I'm going to have to find some rubber grommets or something to keep it from rattling, because when I tried it out before and I tried to record and talk, I wiggled it around and it was really loud. There's another anyway, there's a tree right out in front of me. That's about 40 yards away, that tree. And down into a bank and down into the really thick stuff before you get to the beaver dam. And I'm in some pretty thick trees right here, so if one actually comes close enough for me to see them, it's going to be point blank. It's almost like when I was over there by the beaver dam on the other side of the, because it goes beaver swamp and then the open field, and then you turn right and go back out towards the road about, maybe 150 or 200 yards, and then you'll hit the beaver pond and then that beaver dam where I was standing before. So I'm about a half a mile from that beaver dam, but further back into the woods, but not so far that they can't walk through the water on this side. And on this side, it is partially pine trees and partially maples.
Hello?
I'm hoping, of course, just like usual, that Dee told me to come out here and that I'm close enough
I'm gonna go
that me yelling to them will bring them up closer, and then they can
walk the road again.
hear Dee talking and maybe something in the background of her infrasound talking.
So I'm gonna walk the road again. We got good signs that way last time. I just
Naughty mosquitoes.
I'm getting up.
Alright.
I got bug spray on, they don't care.
Yeah, you got bug spray on, they don't care. Well, I have SPF 50. So they're not landing on my hands or my face, but they're still in front of me and flying up my nose. SPF, Banana Boat SPF 50. They do not like to land on you when they have that. But they still fly up to you.
White face up there, but nothing. Like, I. Oh, God, I hate that. What is that?
Alright.
I don't like it. Get out of my ear. Okay. Walking back.
I'm not sure if you can see out that way. That way is forever water, beaver swampy out in that direction.
Too early for the call, guys.
And in this direction, you can see the trees and stuff out there. So I'm in the very edge of where the beaver swamp starts, right where that big tree is right there. Going straight back from that, and then you have the beaver swamp.
Okay.
I think this light is on low power because I want it to last. I can't see anyway.
Get out of my ear.
Let me
Alright, we're gonna stay in this area because I want to get some calls.
make it
Even if the calls
a little bit different.
Good, good, guys. I'll be right back.
Alright, so that is medium power. Oh, sure, D. Do a wolf call when I can't freaking see more than 20 feet. Thanks. It's brighter, but you can't really see much further.
There's bugs. There's a big, tall, black
And I have
shadow. Where'd it go?
I said again. I have my tablet on as loud as it will get. I tried my Bluetooth speaker to play one of her videos, and it barely made it to the end of an hour video because somehow the Bluetooth ate a lot of power. But I'm trying to
The eye shine on it.
come up with
There's no way I could see that all the way across this creek.
a louder video
You know who?
way of playing a video, and supposedly there's a projector coming. I bought it from Amazon, and they said it's not going to be in till the end of September. So yeah, I could go to, if I really wanted to, I can go to W Mart and buy another one. Then I got to carry a sheet out here and a projector and my tablet along with all this other stuff I'm carrying right now. It'll be okay though, because I don't have to do anything but set it up. But I'll have to do that in a place big enough where they can see it from a distance, and then they can watch Dee like they're in a drive-in movie. That was her suggestion, and I thought that was pretty cool, so I'm trying to do it. I think I just heard a wood knock off this way. Very far away though. It's hard because I have a decent tablet and it actually has surround sound. So the sound may have just reflected from over here.
there's no way up. Look.
So, on one of my other videos, I showed you how when you do this, and you see right there where you're seeing the leaf in a shadow move. When you do that and the shadow does not move the same as the leaf does, so you have to be mindful when you're trying to pick out things moving in the background, whether or not the light is hitting something in the foreground and making a shadow go out. Like that shadow right there in the middle from that leaf right there. If I move around, that shadow kind of moves different than the actual leaf. So you gotta kind of be mindful when that happens, and especially when someone has a flashlight in their other hand. You can see now that I'm not moving the camera, but I'm moving this other flashlight way away from the camera, and you see how all those shadows move? Just got to be mindful of that when you're looking for faces or looking for movement in one of our videos. That the stuff in the foreground makes shadows in the background that move in the opposite direction that you move the light. Whoop whoop! You can see, of course, right in my ear. I can see up in there. Up in there. Up in the trees. Big pine trees. Back in there. I'm getting wound up in the blackberry bush.
It's still like a steep climb.
Kyle! And I've said why I call them Kyle a few times. It's because nobody else calls them Kyle. I want them to know expressly that it's me calling them. That they know that I haven't attacked them or tried to poison them or anything in the past. They also know that I've found their wood structures and pointed to them and went over and checked them out and stuff if they were watching me. So they know that I know that they're here. Sooner or later, one's going to step out or at least show their face or something. And I'm going to prove for myself, I can't prove to anybody else, but I'm going to prove to myself that they're real. And the second that I do, I don't know, move on to Loch Ness Monsters or something. Because I proved ghosts were real to myself. And now I see so many logs and sticks and footprints, and there's no way somebody's out there doing that. They would have to go out there every single day or every other day. Out behind the woods behind my house. It is state property. But I can't foresee anybody going out in the middle of the woods and making a log structure that would actually take some heavy equipment. Dee paused her video where she's seeing the thing up in the top of the trees. Yeah, there, bug. Kyle! Whoop, whoop. In the past, I have yelled out like Tarzan. I've done all kinds of weird, stupid things to try to get them to do something back. And guess what? Nothing. The only thing that seems to have worked so far
What's that?
was these videos. Now I came out here and it was almost dark, and I haven't been back here in a while. I haven't been back there this year at all. The more grown over this gets,
The thing is there's a hill on each side.
the more grown over this gets. And it's got strawberries and blackberries and these things that in the fall make touch-me-nots. You know, you touch those things and they blow apart. They like explode, the seeds do. They have thorns on them, like right there. Everything is thorns down through here. Not easy to get to where I'm at, and this was the first place by the edge of where the swamp starts that I could actually get a few feet to set up and walk around a little bit. Not looking forward to going back through that with a flashlight at the dark. But if I went further this way, I would have nothing but swamp to the right hand side. I'm not sure that it opens up until you get way down to the other end where there's the railroad bridge that went over the stream that is now the beaver swamp. The bridge fell down long ago, and the beavers put a dam where the stream went under, and they drowned this whole thing back here. But that's quite a ways up there. I don't know if you heard that, but I just heard a good splash out here in the water. Kyle!
I keep hearing weird noises.
Kyle!
Right here, man.
Make noises! Go whoop!
Road looks like it's too close to me through the camera. Hi. Hello. What's that? What is that? Dude. Guys, I don't know what kind of damn sound that was.
Out there where the swamp starts, I can't tell exactly how tall that stuff is, but they're probably 8 to 10 feet tall out there. I could easily just walk right up here.
Man, okay.
Like I'm totally enclosed.
Okay, we're fine.
Dee on her last video refused to go into the woods.
We're not fine. That's closer than last time.
And if I can
No.
attest to it at all, I can't say I like being enclosed, basically standing inside of somebody's big living room right here, because that's about as far as I can see,
Hello.
except for out into the swamp. You can't see good out there because the railroad tracks go down into the swamp down there about 10 feet, and then you have this stuff that I can see over the top of, and that's about it. You can see up in the trees. I can see actually further than the camera can. When I'm taking photos, I can actually turn the camera onto night vision mode, and it makes it look like it's daytime. But that doesn't carry over to the videos on this phone. And like I said, I'm holding the phone and the shop light in one hand without the tripod, but at least every place I point the phone, there's no edges to the light. If you remember my other ones, they were like, they just had this spot of light going around and the rest of the phone was dark because I didn't have a shop light yet. So, yeah. Thought it was supposed to rain, but I'm actually seeing a couple of stars. You can see it twinkling right there, one star. Huh. It showed that there was a front coming by and it was going to rain, and then behind that was just a big batch of what's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So that's why I'm out here on Friday night and not Saturday night watching Dee's live. And I figured, I knew out here I wasn't going to be able to see very far.
This light is dimming so bad.
But I'm hoping
It's dim, but it's still good for
to
you
get some noises. But I go to a different place every time, and for the last 2 times I'm really, the other place I was my road goes this way and that way. I was out that way almost 2, maybe 2.5 miles from where I am now.
The skeeters are so bad through here. I don't get it. We're way away from the water.
I can't really get away from Dee talking on video. So I hope it's not overpowering my voice or anything else you could possibly hear out there.
Come on, do a call, guys.
But I just heard another splash.
Oh, sorry, my hands cramping up.
That is not eyes in the video. That's 2 leaves, 2 shiny leaves right there. And right in the foreground, you see that one little shiny thing right there? 2 little shiny things right there? That's a spider web. Kyle! Whoop whoop! He can easily, she or it, oh God, can easily get to where I'm at without me seeing anything. I don't have any, I have one good line of sight, straight out that way. One good, kind of decent line of sight way out there. But if he comes down the track in either direction or comes from the pine tree woods back behind me, though I don't know why they would be in there. It's dark as snot inside those pines. And like I've said before, if they eat deer, if they hunt deer, deer stay at the edges of open fields at nighttime. They do have night vision, but they don't have great night vision right in front of their face because of the way their eyes are wide set, so they can see a lot bigger of a field of view than we can. But they don't have great vision directly in front of them for night vision, so they stay out in the field where they can see and they have a place to run. Because it's hard for them to run down a deer path at nighttime because they can't see directly in front of their face. So they book it out into the field, and if they're being chased by wolves or coyotes or anything like that, they can run in circles, because there's no hiding from something that can smell your path. So they can just basically run and look and run and look and run and look and stay ahead of something. And if you're hungry, you don't want to you don't want to chase something like that because you're using calories to do it.
You guys are all.
And if you eat meat and they eat grass, they can eat while they're watching you, but you can't eat while you're chasing them.
Yeah, forest. They're not going in. I'm not going in. They're not going in.
So that works out pretty good for the deer. If they stay in an open field or someplace. I've actually heard them run down the middle of the road at nighttime with a pack of coyotes after them. Out in front of my house, you know, the clickety-clack, 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 and you can hear the coyotes back behind them howling on both sides of the road, chasing them, but literally the deer could just keep going and run right out into, literally run right out into town or wherever they wanted to go. And those coyotes will never catch that deer because the deer can stop, wait till the make sure the coyotes are still chasing them, and rest. And the coyotes will just constantly go, burning calories, and they don't. I can hear a bat back there, clickety click, 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 but I don't see him anywhere.
My light is dying. What am I to do? There's something there.
Kyle! Whoop whoop!
Not in the open. Can I get a look at you? Oh man. I can't believe that one was already across the freaking way, but I can't get across the lake to do it. I need David's help with the boat.
Kyle! Come on, Kyle, make a noise.
Slowly.
I got D running.
What was that? There it is again. That was over there that time this week. Guys, I just heard a over there.
Right out in front of me, right there somewhere. It could be a frog, but it sounded like 3 quick steps in the water right there. Kyle! Hi!
See? Someone's at the ground up there.
And there's a little bit of a ditch before you get out there to the pine trees. And I thought that there was definitely a splash, 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 but it was just on the other side of these reeds right here. Kyle!
It's like whoosh to the grass.
Now I'm not sure about DMs. I was reasonably sure the picture that I got that is my icon on my page, that's a blown up picture of what looks to be some type of woodland spirit showing me a picture of a wolf's face. But it could be a DM looking at me out through a portal of some kind. But if they exist, which, you know, if Kyle exists, then there's no reason why the rest of the cryptids can't exist. But if the DMs exist, I don't know of anybody who's gone missing. I just heard a snap right there.
Dude, what the hell is that?
Where those splashes were. Kyle, are you right there? Just come look right at the camera. One time. I'll walk out of here and I won't ever come back at nighttime. Because you know that I hunt deer. And I do walk down through here in the fall time. But if you come out and show yourself, I won't come looking for you anymore because I'll know you're out here.
Dude.
And you can have the night.
What the hell, dude? Something black just popped in my head.
Not that you're not out here during the daytime where I could see you anyway, but...
No, I can't tell what that one just got.
Kyle,
That's all I know.
come and look. Come watch D with me.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't remember that being there.
Bugs are ferocious. They're not biting me. They're flying into my ears. Now,
I don't like it, dude.
I don't know if anybody out there,
I don't
pull it right in the
remember that
eyeball.
being there.
I don't know if anybody out there knows or not, but you got the little mosquitoes you keep seeing,
I heard whooshing
and the
sticks and stuff,
black
but I don't
flies
know
that
if
are
that's what
out.
it is, but I don't
But what are the big mosquitoes? I've heard people call them mosquito hawks, and they eat mosquitoes. And I've also heard people say that they're the male mosquitoes. I don't know which is true, and I haven't been able to Google it at all. Now, these videos very short because Yep, that's her end music right there. That was only 36 minutes. This time, D, I heard a couple of splashes on a stick break right behind this here, right out in there. I said, again, don't do that. I heard a stick break and a couple of splashes, and when I first got here, a stork or a heron out in the swamp got scared up when I first started to yell for Kyle. And that's it. I haven't seen any eyes. D, I love that music, D. It's just cool as hell. It's like, just wait a few more seconds. That's what that music sounds like. Wait a few more seconds and you're gonna see something. Right down behind here, I just heard splash, splash, splash. Again, but if that one didn't really sound like footsteps, it sounded more like a big frog was pushing itself through the water 3 times. Unless something's like bent down and sneaking through the water, I don't know. I can't see down where that noise was. Anyway, I love that music, D. And there's no way I'm going to be able to walk back through that. Oh, I just got rain. I just got a raindrop. Another one. I don't see any eye shine anywhere. And your video was 36 minutes. I still don't see any eye shine here. I'll hold you way up in the air. Look out that way. Maybe the camera can pick up some when I'm not looking. I'll shine all around in there. My light doesn't zoom in like your light does. And it's not quite as powerful as that. I think you probably got a 4,000 lumen. I only have a 2,000 lumen, and it doesn't shine into a tight spot like my other light did. I did a yard sale this weekend, and I can't find my light now, so I'm thinking somebody absconded it.
The United States has been facing a growing threat of domestic terrorism in the
Here we
wake of
go.
the Chicago
Let's
massacre.
shut this off.
Tensions are rising worldwide. The greatest fear at the moment is that global...
All right. All right, tablet's closed. And have a good night, D. Hopefully you'll be able to do live tomorrow night, and I'll be able to watch it on my computer because it's supposed to rain all day. And I'll add a clip to this at the end if I actually hear or see something on the way out. But pretty much, this is my normal when I come out at nighttime looking. A couple things that could have been something, maybe a faraway tree knock, but nothing I can definitively say was something that they did or they would do. When I was at the dam, I got some faraway eye shine once, but I really can't see through here. So okay, I'm going to start my trek back, and you have a really good night. Hopefully I will see you live tomorrow. And I'm sorry they didn't come and find me tonight. Maybe next time. Bye-bye.